Vice versa. What's up, my boy? What's good? What's good, man? Waiting for everybody to tap in, man. No little Wednesday chit chat on the live. It's been a minute since I was joined live, man. So it's only right. Which one is- Oh, things, man. It's going good, my boy. How you been as well, bro? Lord been blessing you. Definitely been blessing me, man. Any day above ground is a blessing. Yo, what up, Triple B? Where's Blade? What's good, my boy? I'm about to head to work, but I'll try to catch up with you. Hey, I appreciate it, hey, man. Get the money, man. Get the bread, man. You can definitely watch the playback. I'm gonna post it, after I get done and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, what up, True Billy? I'm good, man. How you been though, Rage Blade? Straight. So I tap in, man, with you with this live, man. Let me know how the audio is. Of course, I'm using my mic again and stuff. You know, I know, but it's not the same. Oh my God, wait, hold on. Well, I mean, yeah, true. I mean, ain't nothing wrong. It's of course, live is always better than the playback. But hey, like I said, hey, man, you got to get to the money, man. Hey, priorities is key. Yeah, and I'm trying to hold my head through the dark time, but hey, my bro, how you doing? I'm doing good. What's going on, man? Zachariah, hey, Razor Blade, hey, believe me, man, that's why I'm here, man. Look, I understand times is hard, man. We are going through our battles, man, but hey, at least I can come on here, man, tap in, with my supporters and stuff, just have a little, talk, talk about anything, and also, man, just it can uplift your spirits, man. So, you know, like I said, man, me, Dub, and Ross, we were talking about that recently with the Wednesday Bible study and stuff. I mean, hey, everybody going through it right now, man. But like I said, man, we all come together as like a unit. We can constantly, man, just keep each other, head above water, man. In these difficult, troubling times, man. Zachariah, man, I've been good, man. How you been, though, bro? Mm. Report up, it's a must need. I had to come and represent for you. Hey man, appreciate it, man. Like I said, man, anything you're going through, man, I mean, just look, just keep pushing. That's the main thing I can say, man. Keep pushing and stuff. Wherever you can find happiness, man, just go for it. Meanwhile, I'm over here, man, just looking at content, what I want to react to and stuff. And then, I was like, you know what? Let me just hop on live and stuff because I actually did Stacy Cowell, what's good? I actually did record a video giving my thoughts about the whole Drewski situation, man. If you haven't watched the Drewski skit, I mean, it's just hilarious, of course, controversial and stuff. And I'm like, man, you know what, man? Might as well, man, just hop on live, just talk about, a plethora of things. So, no doubt I'm a fighter. I appreciate that. Hey, that's good to hear, my boy. Like I said, you a true fighter, man. You're gonna constantly fight through the pain, fight through the troubles, man. And look, like I said, there's someone always out there that has it worse than you, whatever you're going through, man. Of course, you don't gotta, put your personal business. You don't gotta tell us exactly what you're going through and stuff. I mean, just you telling us the minor details, man, is just, it's enough. Been going through some things in my life, and I'm also trying to, man, like I said, that's what we're here. But like I said, man, there's, you know, just never take nothing for granted. I mean, of course, all y'all definitely know, what I went through as well and stuff. I had them dark days as well. Like I said, you know what? When I felt like the Lord was about to call me home, when I was in a hospital bed, I was like, you know what? If I get out this hospital bed, man, I'm definitely going to take nothing for granted, man. Anything that can possibly be thrown at me and stuff, I'm just gonna keep on fighting and stuff. So yeah, just remember, man, you're in a situation. If you're in a situation to where you can actually make your life better, whatever you're going through, I mean, it's a blessing. Because believe me, I had them dark days too before I had my stroke. So I love the process. Big man, Deshaun, appreciate you, my boy. Oh, speaking of controversials, man, what's your take on the whole Roger Jack? Man, that's another thing too and stuff. Man, we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about that too as well and stuff. But I appreciate it though, Deshaun. I mean, hey, the progress is going. Hey, look, like I said, in my heavier days and stuff, I had the most darkest, times, mentally. Like I said, man, nowadays and stuff, whatever I'm going through, because I'm still, I'm far, from making a full recovery, as of yet. I can look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, man, bro, I'm down like 100 pounds. I'm like, bro, I'm winning. Whatever that's, what's trying to take me down, man, I'm winning. So yeah. Shay, what's good with you, man? What's good? What's good? Shay, I saw if I can't really, Mark, Chiwaka. I mean, I don't want to butcher your last name, man. My bad and stuff. But yeah, the whole Raja Jackson situation. It's like every week more stuff is coming out. Last thing I heard, well, of course, he's been arrested or he's been booked and stuff. Um, I did hear that Psycho Stu is basically gonna he's gonna sue him. Of course, Rampage Jackson, he, wasn't defending his son. He got on his son for the situation, but he explained it more what happened. But the last thing I heard was that apparently when Psycho Stu was drunk, he apologized to him multiple times, like right before, you know, basically Raja attacked him and stuff. I don't know if there's video of that, maybe possibly. If that's the case, then I get it. He was drunk, acting a complete ass, hitting him with a beer can, actual beer can and stuff. But it's like, I don't know. It's a controversial topic, man. Because at the end of the day, I mean, like, bro, he sent that man, he sent that man to the hospital, man. He almost died. He almost, he almost deleted that man. So yeah. Demetrius, what's good, man? Johnny, what's good, man? There's indeed a video of the entire timeline events. Okay, cool. Because I said the only video I've seen was when Psycho hit him with the can and stuff, and then when Raja basically he just hopped in the ring and just started pulverizing him, man. That's just crazy, man. Logan's channel, what's good, man? How you saying? I'm good, man. I'm blessed. Figured I'll hop on here, man. Give y'all some laughs, give y'all some thoughts and stuff. But we shall see, man. My opinion, I feel like I mean, despite Psycho, his GoFundMe is, you know, been heavily supported and stuff. I feel like Rampage Jackson will probably do what all he can just to settle this out of court because he don't want the legal fees and he just don't want the court sentence and stuff. Because there's a good chance. I mean, hate to say it, man, Psycho most likely if he plans to sue, there's a good chance that he might win that case. I mean, because everything was on video and stuff. But yeah, Roger seems like a possessed man. That was crazy, man. And honestly, it took me a while to where, like, you know what? When he's punching him, I'm like, bro, this ish look real and stuff. I'm like, whoa, hold on, like, bro, like, and shout out to the dude that got him out and stuff. And it's like, especially punching someone that's unconscious, and that's crazy. When he's unconscious, I'm like, man, they really ain't no, they ain't really no coming back from that, man. But it is just crazy and stuff. But the other thing I was going to talk about is the Drewski video, bro. Let me know, man, how many people have watched that Drewski skit that is obviously going viral right now? And if so, man, what are y'all thoughts on that situation? Bunch of men unconscious. That's attempted murder. Yeah, it definitely is attempted murder. So you see, Mr. Beast donated 10,000. Oh, I heard about that too as well. Yeah, I want to say WrestleMania posted that. I want to say Mr. Beast and Chris Jericho donated to him. So I mean, he definitely got the support. When it comes to Raja, I mean, I don't know and stuff. And like I said, I mean, it's both sides were wrong. I get that, but it's I don't know, man. That's definitely a touchy situation, man. I really have no dog in that fight as well. I heard of the Drewski, but I haven't watched it. I would definitely watch it and stuff. Basically, I mean, of course, Drewski, social media comedian and stuff. He constantly does skits and stuff. Well, in this case, they got an uproar. Well, basically, Drewski has a variety of characters he plays and stuff, and in this one he plays. I haven't seen. Damn, a lot of people haven't seen it, man. That's crazy. So, well, I mean, but basically, if y'all don't know who Drewski is, I'm sure y'all do. He's a black dude. He depicted a character as, and haven't seen it yet too. That's crazy. I thought a lot of people seen it. Um, it's trending, but he did a skit as a white man at a NASCAR event, and he's acting very, acting like the average, conservative, redneck. He actually has like sunburn. It's just crazy and stuff. And of course, a lot of people find it funny, but then of course, a lot of people on the conservative side, they're upset, they're offended, and they're getting, Juice is getting a lot of backlash from it and stuff, mainly from like the conservative side and stuff. A lot of people find it funny. So my thing is, first of all, bro, if y'all see that video, y'all cannot tell like, oh, this is a black man and stuff. But in this day and age and stuff, a lot of people calling, oh, it's whiteface, it's either cultural appropriation, whatever you want to call it and stuff. But I just want to give, I wanted to, I made a video about it and stuff. I haven't posted it yet. I just went on live. So some people just don't have taste in anything. I think it's funny. Well, true. I mean, and look, here's my thing about this. I find it funny, hilarious, man. And that's another thing too. Raven, Eddie Murphy did that back in the day on SNL. Yes, that is another one, and I'm glad you brought that up because, of course, a lot of people in the conservative community they were saying like, "Oh, if a white person depicted as a black man, oh, y'all were calling it offensive, this, that, and the third." Now, look here. Yes, there was a time where a lot of actresses or actors they depicted the blackface, as in I'm talking not brown, just like pitch black face with the red lips and stuff. And basically, it was like the Sambo and stuff. It was a very stereotypical, label that labeled us back in the day and stuff. I'm sure if y'all watch the old school Looney Tunes and stuff, I mean, it was definitely in the sense of the era. Yes, too. And like I'm gonna go back to that in a second too. Basically it was a lot of, white people that depicted the average, black person as in pitch black paint all around their face and stuff, and then like either a white circle or a red circle that represented our lips and stuff. And that was very offensive. But also you had in what I would call some very accurate depictions of us. And the most modern one is Robert Downey Jr. when Tropic Thunder. Look, as a black person, nobody in the black community has a problem with that. That did not offend us. Actually, we found that hilarious because damn near Robert Downey Jr. Let me know if y'all seen that movie Tropic Thunder. If y'all know what I'm talking about. He dead ass look like a black man. Najee, what's good, man? He looked exactly like a black man, and we found that hilarious. We had no problems with it. Yes, he Apparently he apologized and stuff, but we didn't ask for an apology. So yes, in the community and stuff, yes, we get offended to stuff that we feel like, okay, that is definitely an accurate reason to us to get offended by something that feel like, okay, that's just beyond stereotypical. So, but then, bro, you know, as black folks, man, we joke and clown each other, man. So of course we gonna laugh. You know, if we find it funny, we gonna laugh at it. But yet, when it comes to um, I want to say Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, um, who else they did it recently? They did the white face and it looked accurate as hell. Believe it or not, I never seen Tropic Thunder, but everybody said Robert Downey Jr. killed this. I mean, yes, just look up Tropic Thunder. Look up the clips on YouTube, or you can just Google, man, Tropic Thunder and stuff. It's Robert Downey Jr. and bro, he low key he looked like the average black uncle. I ain't gonna lie, it was hilarious too. It wasn't offensive and stuff, but yeah, yeah, white chicks too. And look, when the Wayne's brothers did white chicks, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, they of course they depicted white characters, but they didn't really look. I mean, you could tell. I mean, they look a little bit off, but it was nevertheless hilarious. I wonder is like in 2025. I mean, apparently, I want to say they just recently said they retained the rights back to the Wayne's brothers to do like scary movie and white chicks and stuff. Like, would that be offensive? Because I remember back in the day. I mean, that's like that was 20 years ago, 2004 and stuff. I don't remember nobody getting offended, even the white community getting offended by the Wayne's brothers portraying white chicks. Because at the end of the day, it was just all around hilarious and stuff. Now, look, man, I'm the type, man. Look, I understand in 2025, there's some stuff that's just, hey, man, needs to be left in the past. It's overly offensive, especially what we're dealing with. But then there's some stuff I'm like, all right, bro, if it's funny and it's something that me as a black person can relate to, I'ma laugh. Me as a black Mexican guy, I'm gonna laugh at that and stuff. But it's just funny how like conservatives they have a history of bashing, white, I mean black Mexican liberals, this, gay people, whatever and stuff. And the main thing they will say, and if anybody's in here conservative, man, I mean, like, shout out to y'all and stuff. I'm just look, I'm in the middle when it comes to all this as well. You will hear a lot of them say like, "Oh, y'all so offended by everything. Oh, y'all so sensitive, this, that, and the third." But yet, I'm hearing all of y'all saying the same thing. Y'all want to cancel Drewski. I'm like, bro, a conservative canceling somebody. I'm like, bro, correct me if I'm wrong. That is not in y'all. That's not in y'all category, man. Of being a conservative. I mean, y'all like, hey, y'all can say the most. Y'all don't believe in like nothing sensitive, offended anybody and stuff. But yeah, we live in a world where a lot of people are sensitive. Yes, very sensitive, and yes, you have people you have people that constantly think everything is so sensitive. They're sensitive about this, man. I was like, bro, a lot of people are upset about this as well. People act like they don't have any humor. I mean, yes, that's very true and stuff. Back in your mama jokes used to hit different nowadays. You got to sleep. People really are sensitive. Oh, bro, that's your look. I say this, man. I want to say Dub. He said this before, bro. You could you could not survive, man, in like the 90s, 2010 era, like early 2000s era, bro. I feel like us 90s kids, we were like the last of that era, man. The most like dark humor jokes and stuff. Especially, there was jokes said about me back in the day. And I'm like, damn, like there ain't no way these kids, man, would survive and stuff. Hey, look at Rush, and that's another thing too. I want to say apparently, when all the Rush Hour movies they're like I think they're played. I want to say either on Netflix or streaming sites or even on TV. They put a description in the middle of in the beginning of the show of the movie saying like, "Hey, this is from a different era. We don't mean to offend nobody." And I'm like, in my look, and of course I can't speak for the Asian community because I'm not Asian and stuff, but I really don't see nothing that was bad about the Rush Hour movies and stuff. There was look, I want to say Rush Hour 2. Jackie Chan told Chris Tucker, "I'll bitch slap you back to Africa." That shit was fucking hilarious, man. Hopefully I don't get, demonetized or in trouble cursing on here, but that was hilarious. We didn't get offended by that. That's just my thing. Like, bro, black people, we do not get offended by a lot of shit. And we love Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan invited to the cookout. God damn it. Like, come on now. It's Jackie Chan. So I'm like, bro, I look back, I'm like, what was so offensive about this movie, man? Yes, I understand Chris Tucker maybe say, man, all y'all look alike. Once again, that's just, slight humor and stuff. Come on now. Nothing very, offensive. But like I said, like, we in different times and stuff, yes. But my thing is, you have a huge, percentage of the conservative people. They're like, oh, look, Trump is back in office and stuff. They think, we're gonna go back to the past, man, where woke is dead. Oh, America is healing this, that, and the third. But yet, y'all get upset about Drewski, a black man, portraying a quote unquote white face, which I feel like he didn't. Like that dude looked like exactly like a white person. And me as a Texas native, he looks exactly like the average white conservative down here and stuff. Look, I'm sure I got a couple neighbors that look exactly like how Drewski looked on that skit. And of course, not all of them are racist on that BS like that. A lot of them are cool too as well. But it was just all around just hilarious. So it's just crazy, man. Us 80s, now these babies are come from a different or cut different. It's very true. These new kids ain't ready for the deep cut, bro. They are not, man, because it's just who I want to say, bro. My last job, man, I want to say I learned to kind of like hear and interact with a lot of kids. I want to say, man, like 19, 18, 19, 20, even first out of high school and stuff. And I said, like, bro, when I say they're very different from us, I'm like, bro, it just, but like I said, man, there's some stuff, man, definitely be left in the past. But here it's like, nah, I wasn't born in the 90s, but yeah, I understand. I mean, and like I said, true, it's not just even like a 90s thing. It's like, bro, there's some stuff from like the 70s, 60s, and 50s and stuff that I look back and I'm like, damn, yeah, I used to live like that. Like, so it's just, I guess, I want to say maybe different generations and stuff. It's just, yeah, kind of doing it down and stuff. But anyway, man, it's just hilarious and stuff. Man, I don't think nothing's gonna happen to Drewski and stuff. I want to say he spoke about it, but yeah, I think when mainly we didn't have social media. All we had was DVDs and telephone, and like, hey, social media definitely plays a role in that too as well. But it's just hilarious, man. Let me go back to the comments real quick, see if I missed any. The Marshawn Moose, yes. Anyone remember the show Yo Mama used, bro? Yes, that was a staple in the average household, man. Yo Mama jokes. Whoo! Once again, that's something you cannot. And you know what's crazy? I can look back at even shows from like the mid 2000s. I'm like, yep, that definitely wouldn't fly today. Nope. Like, and Yo Mama was definitely one of them. I can just, man, I want to say even Wilding Out, man. There's some certain stuff on there, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know how they got away with that, but yeah. Yeah, back then we didn't have nothing. Yeah, very true. We didn't have nothing, but yeah, we stayed having fun. It's just crazy, man. So yeah. But I mean, yeah, it is what it is. So that was, hilarious and stuff. Like I said, man, I got no dog in this fight, man. Shout out to, everybody, man. I love everybody and stuff. But I always gonna have a controversial take, on certain things, I'm a man of peace, to a certain extent. Your mama had HBO Snaps, the original Wild 'N Out. Yes, that's crazy. If anyone say your mama jokes to me, I'm catching the fatal me. I mean, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Some of them your mama jokes definitely had people want to throw hands and stuff. And it's crazy, man. Maybe it's just me and stuff. I'm gonna ask this question too. When somebody would say tell you your mama joke, did you immediately assume that it was true? Like, it's just that anger thought process in your head. I was like, man, does my mama really do that? And that just makes you want to just throw hands. I was like that for some reason. Like, I want to say, one of the oldest your mama jokes is like, oh, your mama use a Beltway 8 as a slip and slide or something like that. And I just immediately I pictured my mom, being severely overweight on a damn slip and slide on the freeway. And I just got triggered. Yes, I don't know. I was one of them weird ass kids like that. I just immediately assumed I was like, damn, mom, is that true? And it just made me want to throw hands. Like, damn. So Chappelle show wouldn't last. Oh, bro, Chappelle. Look, man, when I start my Twitch up, I would definitely be reacting to Dave Chappelle skits. Bro, I don't think nothing would last in today's era when it comes to Dave Chappelle skits. And me as I was like a little 11, 12-year-old watching it. I did not get offended at all. I laughed my ass off, man. My little chubby, want to say 12, 13-year-old watching Chappelle show was just hilarious to me. I was so inspired by Dave Chappelle, man. Even to this day, when I start making skits and stuff, wherever it takes me, man, I would definitely say Dave Chappelle show was one of my biggest inspirations, bro. It is just hilarious. And what I love the fact that it introduced me to so many different other stars like Charlie Murphy. I didn't know that he was Eddie Murphy's brother. I knew who Rick James was. It was Bill Burr, one of the most hilarious. He's definitely one of my top 10 comics. He's definitely hilarious. Even the music as well, bro. Like, bro, Questlove, Q-Tip, all of them, bro. Like, they lost so, like, bro, like that show, bro. That show was beyond ahead of its time. I don't know. I don't want to say ahead of its time because that show just put us on, bro, to like a huge culture of music and just comic, man. In which even to this day, I can rewatch rewatch all of them, and it's gonna hit the same, man. Well, definitely. Shoot, Sanford and Son would have been canceled. Yep, that's true. That is definitely true. And this is what's shocking. Sanford and Son came out in like in the mid 70s or whatnot, and I want to say Sanford and Son, I believe it was PG. There was a clip I watched a few years ago where Red Fox he told the cop, he's like, "Hey man, why you hate niggas, bro? You can't even say the N word on a PG rating regular TV." And I was like, bro, that's when you know it was some different times. Then it was just hilarious. It gets me so upset things we cancel over. So I mean, definitely true. And look, like I said, there's some cancellations that are just justified and stuff. I almost had a little tongue twister. But then there's some that like really, like personally me, I feel like there's no comedian that can ever get canceled. Like there's nothing I can really other than I want to say, prime example. Yeah, a lot of y'all probably don't even like him, but like Ari Spears and stuff. I think an old video resurfaced with him and Tiffany Haddish where he, you know, he portrayed himself as, a very, I don't even want to say it on here, but he was like a sicko to like, a certain, group, a certain age group, basically. And mainstream wise, he got canceled, but not necessarily when it comes to shows, because this boy is still booking shows and stuff. What's up, Rockstar? Especially man, films and skit, Taylor Blake, yeah. Like he definitely Living Color winner. That's a boy in Living Color, man. Was if y'all don't know nothing about Living Color, man, just look it up, man. Look it up on YouTube and stuff. The most funniest one, in my opinion, was the Mike Tyson one. I want to say it was a blind date or something. I think the dating game and stuff. They depicted Mike Tyson. That shit was hilarious, bro. Jim Carrey was the game show host and stuff. That was beyond ahead of his time and stuff. But yeah. But anyway, like I said, I don't think comedians can really get canceled like that. So nothing much work there. I did a few things around here. How's it going? Man, it's going good, man. I don't know if you're talking to me, Rockstar 92, and it's all good as well, but that's what's up. Around the house, yeah, definitely, man. Say, what's up, Stacy and stuff. But yeah, Ari Spears, he did not get Mad TV is another one too as well. There's some stuff on Mad TV. I'm like, damn, I'm just an average Asian and stuff. That's something that you definitely can't get played, today, which is crazy. I found it funny, man. Shout out to Bobby Lee. He's hilarious and stuff. But that's just my thing. I feel like like comics, comedians, they can't get canceled. They just, and it makes me think. I'm like, bro, what if Bernie Mac was still with us? Some of the stuff he says, but how would he? How would he, be different from, the Bernie Mac we knew from, back from the late 2000s, until now? Like, how would he, shift when it comes to his comedy skills and stuff? Because like um I can't think of no comedians that really got like permanently canceled and stuff, man. Look, man, whatever we're going through in life, bro, I feel like comedians, bro, they're the staple, man. They constantly, man, just make. I was just about to say that too, man. They just can't, they. I feel like we need comedians, damn it. We need comedians and stuff. Yes, there may be some stuff that's kind of offensive, but I mean, when you see the humor in, 'em, I'm like, okay, I get it. So, if Bernie Mac says that they would have canceled him quick, but I mean, the only thing I can see them getting having an uproar with Bernie Mac about is his his ways on like quote unquote discipline kids and stuff, because he was known for that. Like I beat you to the white meat show. I mean, that's something he couldn't have definitely said now. But I feel like he would have kind of like, like watered down a little bit. I definitely think he still would have been in Hollywood doing shows and stuff. Like, bro, just imagine. I can't. Damn, just thinking about it. A skit. I think he would definitely be doing skits too on like YouTube. Just imagine, man, like Bernie Mac, the legendary goat, comedian goat, doing skits with like a lot of these YouTubers and social medias and stuff. I mean, just hell, RDC with Bernie Mac, just amazing. I mean, just think about that. So it is sad, man, how some of these comedians, man, they didn't, make it to where the modern, social media entertainment. Bernie definitely, he definitely wouldn't care too. And like I said, man, he'd be like legendary status. To where I don't think, like I said, you can't cancel comedians and stuff. I feel like you got to do some beyond effed up stuff to get canceled and stuff. Um, I think the only one, I think two people come to mind. What's his name, man? He's um s- not George Lopez, man. I think he's a white Hispanic comedian and stuff. He's known, but I think he got canceled for something, doing something inappropriate and stuff. And of course, Bill Cosby is, he's, he's canceled and stuff. I don't think there's really no um fortunate coming back from that. That's a whole nother topic though. Trump, I wish he was canceled and stuff. I mean, this yeah, I mean, it is what it is and stuff. Just wish for the best for these next 4 years, man, of him being in the office and stuff. But things is just getting a little bit more difficult and stuff. But yeah, I can't remember his name, but yeah, he got canceled. I think he did something inappropriate with a couple of women. Um, he looks white, but he has like a Mexican name. I can't think of his name. Lewis, I think Lewis. No, not Lewis. Damn, I gotta look. Man, matter of fact, I got my iPad right here, and I'm like an idiot trying to look up people. What is his name, man? Um, is it Lewis or is it? Let me see. I think his name is Lewis. No, not Carlos Mancia. No, that's another one too, bro. Carlos Mono Mancia was hilarious, bro. That's another one. He definitely couldn't. He couldn't. The comments today. It's not Carlos Mancia. He looks complete. Nah, not Gable. Not Gabriel Ingles. He's hilarious too. Gable. That's another one. He's definitely one of my top 10 and stuff. Eddie Griffin, bro. Man. He definitely has. I don't give a hell. The humor. He's a Mexican. He looks. Apparently, he's Mexican. I think he's like white Hispanic. Like he definitely looks like Cornello and stuff. He looks completely white, but he has a Mexican name. Let me see. That were canceled. Nah, let me see. Still not showing, but I cannot think of it. There we go. It's nah. Damn. What? Okay, correction. His name was Louis C.K. He doesn't have a Mexican last name, but why did it say? I think his last name or something is like Mexican or something like that. But I don't know. But that's what I'm talking about, man. Louis C.K. Apparently, he did something years ago and he got canceled and stuff. But it looks like he's still doing tour, but he's like low key stuff. Okay, he probably was right. I don't know, but I don't know why he never heard of him. Yeah, he was apparently he's a huge. At one point, he was a huge comedian and stuff, but he got I think 2016. I want to say 2016, 17. He got in trouble for something. Matter of fact, I'm about Wikipedia. Why did he get Louis? No, Louis C.K. Why did I think it was? I think his last name. It's like it's a abbreviation for I think his last name. That What's he came Mexican? Let me see. Louis Alfred. Okay, I don't know why I assumed he was like had a Mexican last name. Wait, is a Mexican citizen? Okay, well apparently he is a okay. He does have some type of Mexican descent, but anyway, man, that's what I'm saying, man. Man, appreciate it, man. Right hand Cam with the $5. Bro, this is my $5 first donation from. Oh shit. Bro, that's what's up, man. Appreciate it, man. What's good, player pimp, man? What's good with you, boy, man? Appreciate the $5 no donation, man. Believe me, bro, you were my first ever donation on this channel, bro. On my own solo channel, man. This is real. Yeah, I need man. See, you gonna make me come up with the insurance stuff. All right, I gotta get the ball rolling on that, man. Once again, I appreciate you, my guy. Do you think Kevin Hart's gonna be next? That is a very that's a good question and stuff. Because I feel like, man, recently or not even recently, man, the past 10 years, Kevin Hart, he's been, he's been dealing with some stuff, man, back and forth and stuff. Hopefully not, man, because I feel like Kevin Hart is, he's hilarious. Of course, he's not perfect, I just hopefully he doesn't get canceled for anything and stuff. He almost did, I think, because either he was outed having an affair with his wife, but obviously he bounced back from that as well. But yeah, got to drink the water, man. Hey, good H2O, man. Got to keep the body hydrated, bro. But anyway, man, what did Louis C.K. do that got people? I know he did something. He did. See, I'm on Wikipedia right now and stuff. Oh, see, okay, I knew I was right. Nationality American slash Mexican. So he definitely is like a Mexican American comedian and stuff. So yeah. Question Brandon, how can I send you some videos to react to? I can DM. Oh, you can definitely DM me on IG as well. And even in the comment section on one of my recent videos and stuff. I want to say it was Equinox. He basically he reached out to me, man, on one of my videos saying like, yo, can I make some videos from you and stuff? So yeah, I've been reacting to him as well. And he reached out to me on, the comment section on there. So yeah, I mean like that too as well. What I thought I was right, never heard of him. So apparently he's hilarious and stuff, but yeah. Hey, you spawn, bro. That's speaking of Equinox, bam, there he is right there and stuff. Shout out to the boy, man, Equinox. So I bet I'll send you some stuff. So yeah, man, I'm always up, man, interacting with videos and stuff as well. I'm definitely am in the process, man, of working on a skit too as well. Like I said, I don't know if I want to make a separate channel when it comes to my weight loss, content or my healthy lifestyle content, my reaction content. I may just make a whole nother video channel when it comes to that because there's so much stuff I still want to do, man. But I feel like I don't think should I cram it all into one channel or just make separate channels, man. Let me know when it comes to that, man. You clutch on my fit, man. Appreciate it, man. And of course, shout out to the whole clutch squad as well, too, as well. So Jim Sando, what did he do? Early life, career 2004 focus on filmmaking. Does it say what he did? Depends on comedy on reportedly see. Oh, he okay. Reference to the sexual controversies. Okay, but anyway, it's just yeah, allegations and fallout. But anyway, yeah. I'll always watch anybody got faith in the Cowboys tonight. Whoo, that's another one, man. Um, the Cowboys. We gonna see. Like I said, man, hey, I'm Texans all day and stuff, but once again, as a Texas native, man, I don't bash the Cowboys as much. I think it's just for my overall love for Texas, but I love a Cowboys joke as well. So especially with Chisel Adonis, man. Shout out to the boy Chisel, man. Constantly bashing the Cowboys and stuff. And Jerry Jones, yeah, I have so many questions with it. I think the whole world has so many questions with that decision. But yeah, I got fam in Houston. That's what's up, man. Shout out to H Town. Shout out to your family, man. Call them the Cowboys. Yes, the Cowboys really what makes you laugh the most, Brand. What makes me laugh the most, man, is bro, I think I love like unexpected, bro. Honestly, bro, I got a funny bone, like a permanent funny bone. Cowboys I like the most. Yeah, they definitely is. It don't take much for me to laugh. I mean, somebody can either have a funny face, look confused about something, or somebody can laugh a certain way. I'm gonna laugh at that. I think the funniest one, man, is like when somebody unexpectedly falls, or something lands on an object lands on somebody, and how they react. Like if y'all saw one of the latest videos, man, well, I think he was in a trailer or something like that, and like one of the one of the bowls, it fell, and like how it sounded when he hit his head and stuff. That shit was just fuck, bro. I'm still laughing at that. That was just hilarious. Y'all just like nothing happened. Y'all just feel like nothing happened. Y'all just feel, well, what you talking about, man? Right hand cam. He said y'all just split like nothing happened. Let me see what happened between you and the club. Oh no, we good and stuff. I don't know if you ever caught that and stuff. Now we definitely straight. We talked about it multiple times. I think recently we talked about the whole when it comes to the Wednesday Bible study. And like I said, of course, if y'all religious, man, y'all have faith in the Lord Jesus Christ, I would definitely recommend you. And honestly, man, if y'all not even religious like that, I mean, it's just an overall, we talk about faith and stuff. And I feel like regardless of what religion you have in the background, you would definitely relate. Because in this day and age, you definitely need God, man. There's definitely a higher power and stuff. But yeah, basically, I talked about um it definitely falls into me just being overweight, man. I was overweight. I was lazy, man, when it comes to, when I was a part of the in the clutch and stuff. One of my main, responsibilities, and when it comes to just all three of us was, hey, we're gonna edit the videos and stuff. We'll definitely split the videos up. And there was a few times to where me being the less productive person I was, it would take me a long time to edit the videos and stuff, to where, look, hey, it's a business, to where it's a set time to where, like, hey, why isn't this video not uploaded yet? Why is this video not uploaded? And basically, man, all that constantly happened to where, I definitely, man, I basically, I mean, nothing personal and stuff, but Dub had to let me go. It's like, look, man, we're gonna let you go, man. We're gonna let you figure things out and stuff as well. And it crushed me, because it seemed like after I left in the clutch, man, a plethora of unfortunate events just occurred in my life, to where, like, all right. And I felt like me having a stroke last year, it led up to that. It's like that the Lord was basically saying, like, hey, man, I'm more spiritual. Well, that's what's up. Yeah, spiritual too as well. Like I said, there is no judgment when it comes to that as well. Even though personally, me, hey, Jesus Christ is my King, and so there's nothing wrong with that, bro. As long as you believe in a higher power, which there is a higher power, man. Hey, no judgment here, man. Like I said, hey, as long as you have space, faith, even a spiritual, because look, like we're not just here for a reason, man. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's basically to sum it up short, man. I was just very lazy, man. I was not taking the job seriously, man, when it comes to in the clutch. I mean, I feel like it was a once in a lifetime opportunity, and he had to let me go and stuff. And so it is what it is and stuff. But luckily, I bounced back, more as a man, mentally and physically, to where, hell, you see me, man. I'm uploading a video pretty much every day on my own solo channel, man. 1 to 2 videos a day. I'm on the verge of uploading 3 videos a day and stuff. I'm just more consistent, I'm more, it's so easy for me to upload a video to where it's basically it's nothing now and stuff. And of course, for the longest, I told, Dub and Rush, when I told them last week on the live stream, I was like, I was upset. I was mainly mad at the world and stuff, but I was mainly upset at them, because I'm like, I felt like you letting me go. It's like, man, I was living good. Y'all know how it is, man, when it comes to, you know, social media, man, the channel and stuff. I was, I was, I can't even, I was weeping the blessings. I can't say reaping as well, but of, the success, of, in the clutch channel and stuff. And I just felt like I was not fully putting the work in. Of course, I have plenty of videos, even on my hard drive, that I edited and stuff. But there was times where, hey, man, there was a deadline, and multiple times I just couldn't. I just, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna edit a video um tomorrow, or within the next hour, and so long and so long, to where there was times where Dub, he had to take those videos back that I was supposed to edit. And next thing you know, he would just edit them. There's been many times, man, Dub got on me about that situation, man. And look, all it did, man, it molded me to it's like a life lesson and stuff. Yo, sometimes things will be said back. It's about time you'll come back. Oh, definitely, man. And like I said, I mean, it's just, it just molded me, man. I feel like, look, man, if regardless, man, if you're a good person and stuff, you gotta have discipline. You gotta have your own discipline, man, because it doesn't matter, man. Look, God will humble you, even if you think you're a good person as well. So if you're not putting the work in, you're not taking the blessings. You're taking the blessings for granted. So, like I said, when I originally came back to in the clutch, Dub got me. He took me away from a very struggling 9 to 5 that I had, especially me being overweight. I was working. I was like HVAC. I was out in them hot ass summer days on the roof and stuff. I took crap from other employees and stuff, and I feel like, hey, I prayed to God. I'm like, Lord, please just take me away from this environment and stuff. I feel like such a a loser and whatnot, and I feel like, hey, Lord, along with Dub as well. He like, hey, look, man, we talked about come back to in the clutch and stuff for the first time and stuff. And what did I do? I t- took my blessing for granted. I was just lazy, man. Y'all saw how I used to look like, bro. And like I said, man, look, getting in shape, bro, it can really open the doors for you in so many aspects, so many ways and stuff. To where, bro, I was, Corey Heisman is bad, Corey Kinshi is bad. I want to say you're talking about wait, hold on. In the comments as well. Jesus, love, Holy Spirit, Amen. Um, I mean, bro, I'm gonna get real personal, man. When it comes to my own solo channel as well, I'm at a point to where I have nothing to hide. I have no pride or anything and stuff because I know that many people can learn, from my mistakes as well. Especially, man, when I was in the hospital for 3 weeks and stuff. Um, bro, just all around, bro, getting in shape, man. It changed my life for the better and stuff. Of course, you don't got to be swole or anything. You don't got to go for the muscles and stuff. I'm talking about coming from me. I was like 400 pounds, bro. I remember last time I weighed myself when I just got in the hospital. I think I was like 380 something, I believe. And for some strange reason, I think a result of my stroke, I could not eat nothing to where, and I said this as well. Um, my taste buds, it made everything that I would eat taste like Play-Doh, to where I couldn't even consume it. Just thinking about it, oh man, I mean, luckily I got my taste buds back to the full extent. I can taste everything. It made me to where the only thing I was able to consume within a 3 week span in the hospital was just a little the essential little protein shakes, maybe half of that. So within a 3 week span, I lost about 50 pounds in there, which is crazy. I'm coming out the hospital, man, in like a wheelchair, and I'm like, damn, I look different and stuff. Bro, my body healed itself in there. Like the fact that I lost so much weight, and it goes to show them like, hey, that's what your body's telling you. Like, hey, man, they want, your body wants this weight off itself. It's suffocating. You're suffocating yourself. God will bless you with the people that comes in your life. Just weigh myself. I was 200 pounds. Now I'm down to 162. That's what's up, man. That's what I love to hear, man. I wish I could clap, but I still can't fully move my hand just yet. So yeah, man, that's what's up. And look, it just goes to show, like, look, when I got back home, I looked at myself in the mirror. I took my shirt off and everything. And like, look, I'm still weak. I had this stroke, but I looked at myself in the mirror. I'm like, you know what? I'm winning. Okay. I was only fasting. Yes, I'm getting to that too as well. Fasting is key. I'm like, Lord, you got me out of this situation. You humbled me. You gave me something that I've been wanting for years. Like I said, I've been fat since I was like 7 years old and stuff. And I'm like, damn, I don't look as fat no more. All right, what I got to do to keep going? I would definitely fast. I still had that weird taste in my mouth. So it wasn't until I want to say around this time last year, I got my taste buds fully back. Because even outside the hospital, man, I would eat certain things and it would just taste, yeah. But yet, me losing that weight and not eating, me staying away from all that high sodium, man, burgers, Chinese food, pizza, all that sugar, that soda and stuff, it really made me not have a taste for that. To where I'm like, bro, there's days to where I was at home recovering. I'm like, all right, man, I'll fully drink, or I'll drink half of a essential shake, protein shake, and I would fast. Like, bro, and for anybody out there, man, this is how you start, man. You want to start your weight loss journey and stuff. If you overweight, learn to fast first, bro. Cleanse your body. That is the main thing. Cause even there's to this day to where, man, I will maybe eat like one meal. Let's say I'm at home all day. I would eat one meal a day, and I'm like, all right, I'm straight. Yes, I still have my times where I'm overly indulge and stuff, which is crazy. So I need to chill out with that. But I'm still walking and stuff. But I mean, compared to somebody that has no experience in getting in shape or exercising and whatnot, bro, just start with fasting. I'm telling y'all, especially if you don't do, if you're at home all day and stuff, bro, just fast. Don't eat nothing, man. I quit. It's called, I think, Fasty. That's the app to where you can actually time yourself when you fast and stuff. Now, believe me, man, it starts with that and it helps you. What happened to your hand? But well, definitely, if you don't know, man, I had a stroke a year ago, and like it affected my whole left side to where even to this day I cannot fully move my left hand and stuff. It's slowly getting back. Believe me, this is like progress to me. Like, I mean, like I said, you see my right hand. It's probably on the opposite side, but yeah, this is my right hand. I can move it like this. There was at one point I couldn't do any of that. Like, I'm slowly making progress, and like I said, it's a scary situation. So I said, bro, excuse me. Anybody that's going through something, man, whatever you're going through, hey, if you're able to do this with both hands, you winning in life, man. If you got your limbs and stuff, you winning in life. Because believe me, when I was in the hospital, I thought I wasn't going to be able to walk again. I was like, bro, I'm in this wheelchair, and that's one thing too. And this ties into like humor nowadays. That's one thing I would definitely when I laugh at. Of course, I still have a dark sense of humor, man. I no longer make fun or laugh at anybody that's in a wheelchair or in a walker or a cane stuff. Cause you don't realize, man, the struggles they go through, man, when you're in their shoes, man. That's all I wanted to do in the hospital, man, was just get up and walk around, walk out of the hospital. Just seeing the nurses switch shifts and stuff. I said this story on the Bible study last Wednesday. I was right next to a big window right outside the parking lot to where I constantly saw nurses walk to and from their cars switching shift. And I would cry and I'm like, Lord, I would do anything for them to be in their shoes right now. And luckily, if y'all saw my Instagram or even my shorts on here, um, a few months back, I went back to that hospital and I walked around the parking lot just to fulfill something that I desperately wanted to do while I was in the hospital. It was just an amazing feeling. And I just couldn't thank the Lord enough for blessing me with that. You ready for SmackDown? I'm definitely ready for SmackDown. Is it when's SmackDown? 20? Oh, it's Thursday. I'm tripping. Yeah, definitely, man. Ready for SmackDown. But yeah, man, it was just, bro. Don't just learn from me. This is what I'm saying. Learn from what I went through. You don't want to be in that situation because even though I had like a minor stroke, I was nearly 400 pounds. High blood pressure was through the roof. Hypertension, something I still deal with. Um, it could have easily went from a minor stroke to like a massive stroke. And a lot of people don't come back from that. So look, man, I'm telling y'all, man, look, take your medication. I know a lot of people don't like medication and stuff. You got to take your medication, constantly work out, get yourself right to where you don't have to take medication no more. I went from being on 7, 8 pills a day to where I want to say now I think I'm only like three or four or something like that. Yeah, AJ coming back in 10 years. That's crazy. Hopefully she does. Well, I know they spoiled it. I know I'm kind of going off topic, but yeah, you had a mild. I had a mild stroke, basically a TIA and stuff. But like, as you can see, I still can't fully, move my hand and stuff. It was a TIA, but still, a stroke is a stroke in my opinion, man. Thank God, I still, I'm recovering from that, and yeah, a stroke. Yeah, if you didn't know, yeah, that's basically, I had a stroke and stuff. Um, Even my whole left side. I want to say when I first got in the hospital, man, my whole left side was like this. It was like, and I def, I was talking like that and stuff, and it was just like, bro, all that just scared me. Yes, and hopefully your aunt, was able to, bounce back from that as well. Um, Bro, there was a point to where I thought for a deep second, I thought either I was gonna pass away in the hospital or I'm gonna be like that forever. I'm gonna best be like a vegetable and stuff, and that's a scary feeling. So anybody that has that health, man, anybody can stand up, walk around and stuff. If you want to exercise, man, it just starts with a simple walk. I mean, I walk to the park. I want to say maybe for like an hour or two. So she bounced back. Hey, man, I'm glad to hear about that, man, as well. So I changed my eating habits. I definitely don't smoke at all no more, and I drink occasionally, but I still don't Billy year to go, man. I appreciate it, Equinox, man. Look, I said, I'm still here to entertain y'all and inspire y'all, man. And that's what I feel like. This is our main job, man. Me, Dub, and Ross, man. We're here to make y'all laugh. We're here to make y'all keep going, man. We're here to inspire y'all, man. To be the best that y'all can be and stuff. I'm glad you're okay and improving, man. Appreciate it, Xavier Sims, man. Glad to hear that you're on bounce, man. It's definitely true. Hey, man, a stroke, it ain't nothing to play with, man. It's definitely not. And like I said, I'll blaze one for you. Hey, hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. So, like I said, I mean, just I tend to stay away from stuff that can definitely raise my high blood pressure. Even stress as well. Stress is one of the main things. And if y'all don't know, I said this as well too. I told the doctor, I'm like, doctor, what's the worst thing you can put in your body? And they say sugar, like actual, processed sugar. So I tell man, people, man, anybody, man, big or small, man, just say it's all about moderation. Moderation is key. Don't eat too much sugar, man. You know, I know sugar's addictive, and yes, it definitely is, man. Sugar is that's his own drug, which is crazy. So, and like I said, doctors don't lie. Doctors kept it real with me, and I told them something like, bro, please, be real with me, doc. Man, yeah, but thanks for my blessing. Yeah, definitely glad you can appreciate it. Stress is the main thing. You got to keep it. You got to keep the stress down and stuff. Even right now, when I'm still stressed, even in my former job, man. Like I said, I worked at Finish Line JD Sports, a shoe store. If y'all not familiar with it, look, you gotta have tough skin. You gotta master the patience to work at retail, especially in 2025. These customers do not give a damn about you. Do you still be eating fast food? I cut my fast food consumption down. I want to say 90%. I want to say I went from eating fast food breakfast, lunch, and dinner equinox. Yes, I was a mess. So I maybe eat fast food a couple times out the month. You know, maybe a little bit more, but I would just eat fast food. I would eat like one meal and that's it. And if you don't know, man, go to my cause I be lazy and can't eat nothing else. Hey, look, that's a very dangerous man. That's a very dangerous situation. Like I don't know if you're overweight, equinox and stuff, but you can't be lazy. This is look, take it from me, cause I was like that. I was lazy. I would lay down all day on my off days, and I would eat fast food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Take no blood pressure medication. I was a complete mess, and I nearly paid the ultimate price for that. Believe me, bro, you really don't know what they're putting in this fast food, man. Like I said, I'm not bashing fast food to an extent. It's just moderation. Don't eat it. So eat at home, man. It's way more healthy and it's cheaper because these food prices are ridiculous. I know the overrated. I do be run. Hey, that's what's up. If you run every day, you good, man. I mean, of course, I mean, try not to be lazy and stuff, but bro, running and walking, bro, cardio is key. Believe me. But I'm still worried about my health. Hey, you're already in the right stuff, man. You're walking, you're running and stuff. You good. But yeah, I have stories when when it comes to stress. My job used to work at. I used to work for as a fraud specialist and all different things, bro. And so you definitely know how bro. These customers, man. If it's not the customers when it comes to retail, it's the employees, the managers. My former boss, man, he did not give a damn what I went through, man. Like I said, there was times where I messed up. Yes, I blame myself for that, but he did not give a damn. I mean, dog, he was a heartless dude. I mean, bro, I get upset thinking about it, man. So yeah, I can't live without soda, man. I drink zero sugar sodas down. A lot of people think they can't tolerate zero sugar. Trust me, man. Just try to weigh yourself off the sugar, soda, man. Because soda is packed with sugar, and this is coming from me. I would drink average, man, like 5 cans or bottles of soda a day. Yes, me being overweight, especially man in my line of work when I used to work at, bro. I would drink. This is the thing about me, bro. I would drink a whole lot of water, but I'll also drink a whole lot of soda too every day. Dr. Pepper was my go-to drink. Dr. Pepper, vanilla Coke, cherry, anything, bro. Cream soda, Barks, um, whatever. All these other brand sodas, yes. Generic and name brand sodas, yes. I was a mess, but yeah. I cut out, man. That's what's up, man. Hey, yeah. Stay away from sugar. Stay away from sodas in general, man. If you can cut out completely, that's what's up. Kudos to you, man. Right hand count. Yeah, but like when the Super Bowl, oh yeah, happens. That was, oh yeah. See, and that's the thing. And this is what I told myself too. Let's say if you can wait till maybe like occasionally, like let's say you don't drink sodas for like you wait till like a Super Bowl or either like a little get together and stuff. Just only drinking sodas then, okay, that's not it's not bad and stuff. Cause even with me, bro, like party Super Bowls, I mean, hey, I'm not a huge beer drinker. I would drink like, of course, man, that brown liquor or vodka and stuff. Bro, any party, man, barbecues and stuff, bro, I think like 10 sodas, man. I was just straight down on them, man. I was not realizing what I was doing to my body. There's another time where I worked at Carvana, doing specials manager. God, man, he said, bro, yeah, bro, I mean, bro, yes, I got written up to as well. And I'm like, bro, me being the admin supervisor, stuff would happen when I was off the clock, even on my off day. That was in my department, and yet I got the blame for it as well. Like, bro, I feel like my store manager, he just easily he wanted to get rid of me. He had some vendetta against me for some odd reason. I honestly I don't know and stuff. I was man that man he a heartless man. Well, I ain't trying to curse, but yeah, I couldn't stand him. A lot of people didn't stand him. I honestly, I mean, a lot of people didn't. I don't think nobody liked him at the job and stuff. He tried to get rid of me. It is what it is and stuff. I told myself I'm gonna let God handle that as well. Yeah, I would get written up for stuff. I'm like, I had nothing to do with it. I'm like, okay, bit. So yeah, it was just time for me to get out that job too as well. I had my first pop within a year. It's not, yeah, definitely not much, man, and definitely how you call it pop. You got to be from the Midwest. I want to say right because I don't think they call it pop. I know down here we call it soda. Cold drink and stuff. In the South, Louisiana call it a cold drink, especially in New Orleans and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, man, these bro. I'm talking, bro. You had these working at a shoe store, man. You had these parents. They just immediately assume the employee knew their shoe size from the jump. I'm like, ma'am, sir, I don't know. Like, no. Oh, how come you don't know my kids' shoe size? I'm like, no, them your kids. The fuck, like, I'm sorry. This it was a mess. I'm talking about. It wasn't a day went by to where I was pissed. I was like, man, I'm ready to leave. Man. I'm ready to clock out. I'm done. Shit, fuck these people. Like, but yeah, but it's just all about how you manage your stress, man. So yeah, I just had my first one. Yeah, there are a lot of heartless people in the world. I see a lady in the bank every day. On a walker struggling to get out the door, and no one said, "Man, that's help." And that's terrible, man. So let me clean my glasses real quick, bro. That is we are really living in like a heartless world, man. Shout out to the people that are actually, man, they still do have a heart and stuff. There's definitely a lot of kind people out there, but there's also a lot of assholes out there too. Like I said, my boss was one of them, man. But it is what it is, man. That dude was a straight clown. So yeah, it is what it is. Though. But like I said, I'm definitely going to do a skit about that as well and stuff. How you know what these shoe employees really want to say to these customers and stuff. But yeah, but it's been wow, a little over an hour. I gotta say this might be my longest live, man. I'm definitely gonna be doing this more, man. Shout out to everybody that's in here as well. My goal is to definitely go on live, maybe like at least once a week, man. Eventually, maybe like once a day and stuff. I want to constantly go on live because I feel like I can interact and connect with y'all the most on here, man. Just to chit chat and stuff as well. Man, shout out to the Cliff Squad, everybody that's in here, man, from the Cliff Squad. Of course, shout out to the brothers, man, Dub and Ross and stuff as well. And man, I cannot thank all of my supporters once again, man. Right hand Cam, I cannot thank you enough for the $5 donation, man. Highly appreciated, my brother. But yeah, it's your boy Brando Chili BTV, and I'm out, man. I'm gonna read one more though, a couple more. No liquor, no beer. I cut all that growing up. I was around drunk parents, yes. On the weekends, I told myself I don't want to be. Yes, and that is, man, I'm glad I read that before I left because look, bro, when it comes to family, and like I said, I grew up around it as well. And so I had a lot take care of it, man. Appreciate the Equinox, man. Shout out to you, my boy. Yes, I grew up around a lot of, man, just alcoholics and stuff. Well, I don't want to say alcoholics to an extent, but a lot of my mother ministry. Now that's what's up, man. Amen. Liquor was around us a lot, and just I'm a man. Facts. That's what's up, Demetrius. Um, and I told myself that too. Hey, look, man. I In my younger days, bro, I would drink. I used to smoke. It's like Black and Miles or hookahs and stuff. I think I used to smoke one of the original like vape pens. This is back in 2013, before the trend like just blew up and stuff. To where it literally looked like one of those like glass pens. It looked like a glass cigar. Those type of like vape pens. I used to do that as well too. But ever since the stroke and stuff, and when they said that, hey, smoking and drinking that can cause, that can cause people to have strokes too as well. I cut all that out as well too. Yeah, smoking, drinking, consistently. I don't know if I'm saying that right, and just eating fried food and stuff, bro. I can tell you, I have probably only eaten fried chicken like I think 3 times ever since I had my stroke. Before then, I used to eat pop. Boy, them Popeyes employees, they do my name. But anyway, man, it's your boy Brandon, man. I love all y'all, man. Shout out to y'all, man. And I'm out.